Hello and welcome back. This is the Jumping Jesus tournaments and we are in round 4 and we have 2 new players and 2 new decks, and after the match I will talk about the match and all that, so let's jump into it. And here is the first deck. Player name is Gaute, and the mono black deck is one of the most classic old school decks. It has all the classic creatures. The Black Knight, and Hypnotic Spectre, and Royal Assassin, and all that. All the creatures we saw as children. And he has some Jusams and some Suchis. Yeah, all the good black cards. So a classic black deck. And let's take a look at his opponent. Opponent's name is Joachim, and he has a robot deck and a beautiful layout here. So I guess you have to do that way. On the outer circle there's a sideboard, and then we can start to go around. There are some basic lands and some factories and some mana vaults and a Fellow Stone and only 2 moxes. And I think Joachim is pretty new, so he doesn't have all the power 9 yet. But if you don't have all the 5 moxes, you can use mana vaults and Fellow Stones in this deck, and they're pretty good as well. And after the moxes there are the Abyss, really great when most of your creatures is artifacts. There's a bunch of restricted cards. There are 3 Animate Dead and Copy Artifact and the Suchi, the Sage of Latnam. And then the classic artifact creatures, the Suchi and the Triskelion. So this is a super strong deck, so let's shuffle up and deal. Okay, game number 1. Gaute to the left, Joachim to the right. Gaute is on the play, Dark Ritual into Underworld Dreams. So that's a fine start. Oh, and Joachim has a library in his hand. But he didn't play it. Instead he played a Mox Emerald and a Swamp into a Demonic Tutor. Is he trying to find some answers for the Underworld Dreams, perhaps? I think I would have just played the library. And he find an Ancestral. Okay, but that will also deal some damage. Is it Ancestral time? Yep. So he takes 3 damage. And he can't play the library this turn because he played an Underground Sea. And just passed the turn. Ooh, there's another Underworld Dreams. There we go. So now it's 2 damage for each card you draw. And then it's starting to be pretty scary with the library. So Mind Twist for 2 takes care of a Hypnotic Spectre and a Swamp. But Joachim really needs to find some threats so he can finish this game. He's down to 13 now. Sinkhole, one of the dual lands. Joachim is down to 11. And there's the threat. A Suchi. And go to just pass the turn. Okay, so we are down to 9. The race is on. Goat is still at 20. But there's a Copy Artifact. And no response from Gaute. So now there are 2 Suchis. And now there are 3. Okay. So he can attack for 16, now for 12 next turn. There's a Stone Throwing Devils that can block one of them. Joachim is down to 7. But it should be enough. A Chaos Orb, just for good measure. But I don't think I need to use it. So the Stone Throwing Devil is blocking one of them. That's 8 damage. Wow, and another Copy Artifact. making another copy of the Suchi. And poor Gaute is down to 8 now. And there's a soul ring. And it's over. Okay, game number 2. The first one was really quick. Let's see if Gaute can do something here. Oh yeah. Demonic Tutor and a Mox. The good restricted cards. They are really good. And he found a Mind Twist. Okay. It's a pretty small Mind Twist at the moment, but perhaps Joachim have some more artifacts in his hand. There's an Urborg. Okay, into a Mana Vault and a Mind Twist for 3. So let's take care of 3 cards and leave Gaute with 1. There's Assassin, a Suchi and a Disc. So that was a brutal Mind Twist. I see a Jusam in Gaute's hand. He only needs 1 more land to cast it. The Jusam is good in this matchup because he's a 5/5 and most of Joachim's artifacts is 4/4 creatures. Oh, and an Abyss. Oh, it's hard to play mono black when your opponent has all the right cards. Top deck is a Maze from Gaute. Joachim is using 4 mana to untap the Mana Vault. You have to do that in your upkeep. And Underworld Dreams from Gaute. Start to do some damage. And there is the Suchi. He is back again. Will he bring any friends? Okay, that's 3 Sages in Joachim's hand. Can't play them because of the Abyss, but he really had to play the Abyss when he was facing the Jusam. Now there are 2 Underworld Dreams, so the clock is ticking, but then Icy Manipulator, that is awesome. Can tap down the Maze, and then he can attack with the Factory and a Suchi, and doing 6 damage. Let's put Gaute down to 13. There's a Black Knight. It will die to the Abyss, but he can use it as a blocker. And I think here I would like to use the Icy on the Knight and not on the Maze, so I can attack with the Suchi and the Factory. So he's tapping down the Maze and making a copy of the Suchi. And the Black Knight is blocking. Okay, he needs to draw... Oh, a Suchi! Everyone's got a Suchi. So that's 3 damage. 2 from Underworld Dreams and 1 from the Mana Vault. And once again, I think it's smart here to... I think I would have taken the Suchi now, but then he can attack with the Suchi. Yeah, perhaps it was okay to... But Gaute is not blocking, so now Joachim is playing a Sage, so he can block the Suchi. And he also have a Factory to block if he needs to do that. And Gaute is down to 5. So he is pretty dead. So he's attacking. Okay, gotta go down swinging, I guess. So Joachim down to 5. It's loading up for a huge attack. Can attack for 12. Tapping down the Maze. and attacks for 8, and it's over. Alright, so Joachim won a quick 2-0. So that was fast. Okay, so I talked about the mono black deck as the most classic old school deck ever. But it has a couple of weaknesses. You can't deal with artifacts and you can't deal with enchantments, and you really see that when he is playing against robots and Abyss, because Underworld Dreams is not a fast enough clock to win, because the artifact deck is so explosive. There are Jusam Jin, and he can make some trouble, but yeah, he can't beat the Abyss. So yeah, the robot deck is really good against most of the decks. It is pretty weak against white decks because they have so much good removal. They have Disenchant, and they have Divine Offering, and maybe Dust to Dust and Wrath of God. So yeah, that's like the meta game. Like, the robots is really good against all the decks except for the white control decks. So yeah, that's how it is in old school. Okay, yeah, that was a fine little quickie. So yeah, until next time, goodbye.